Hello everyone, my name is Idana Podbekva and today I am going to present you my research by this video presentation. So the topic of my research is called the attitudes of EFL students towards using translanguaging in their future educational career. Let me start by showing the content of today's presentation. As you can see here, in the content today, we're going to mention the purpose of the research, the significance of the research questions also will be mentioned, literature review, and methodology, where the participants and research stages also will be mentioned. The next one will be about results and findings, and at the end of the presentation there will be conclusion of the research. So let me start with the purpose of the research. The main aim of this research is to identify the attitudes of EFL students towards using translanguaging as a pedagogical approach in their future educational career. The significance of this research is that in Kazakhstan there is a real lack of studies about perceptions of EFL teachers and students about using translanguaging in EFL classes, and this makes it really difficult to understand, to expand or to shorten the use of translanguaging in English teaching classes. Okay, next one will be about research questions. The research questions, as you can see here, the first one, what are the perceptions of EFL students towards using translanguaging in EFL classes in general? The second one, what are the attitudes of EFL students regarding using translanguaging in their future educational career as a pedagogical approach? So before starting the data collection process and the methodology part, the researcher was searching for some previous studies which were conducted by a lot of researchers, and you can see here the list of references of literature review. Okay, so the next part will be about methodology and about participants. The participants were third-year students of one of Kazakhstani university who are majoring in 2 foreign languages and willing to be future English teachers. The number of participants is 5. Research approach which was used in this research is a qualitative type of research, because the research was conducted as an opinion-based research, and the main data collection tool which was used in this research was semi-structured interview. Okay, so let me explain the research stages. Firstly, there was a reviewing of previous previous studies of a lot of other researchers who were interested in translanguaging. Okay, next, the next stage was about finding the main focus, what the researcher was going to research. Okay, the next one was about preparing interview questions, and after that, searching for participants who were interested in this specific topic about translanguaging. Okay, next one was about starting collecting the data, and after collecting, analyzing the data. The last stage was about summarizing all the collected data and to make the concluded part and the most important part of this research about findings of the research. According to the results of this conducted research, the attitudes of EFL students towards using translanguaging were positive and favorable, because many students believe that translanguaging can be used as a supporting tool in English learning classes. The main reason of this identified positive attitude towards translanguaging was about dependence on the level, and students believed that translanguaging can be used as a great tool to teach beginner level students. The second reason of these identified positive perceptions of students about translanguaging is that it's a great tool to explain hard and challenging moments of the new language to learners by giving them alternatives of their mother tongue, or by explaining some moments of the language in their mother tongue in order to make students fully understand the challenging topics of a new language. About conclusion of the research, all the research questions were answered and the aim of the research was achieved. The limitation was about lack of participants, because a lot of students didn't want to participate in this research, and recommendations for further studies is about preventing the lack of participants by exploring a lot of educational institutions. Thank you. Goodbye.